Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well. Today's video is a little bit different than the other videos I used to post. In today's video I will be answering some common social media questions regarding PTE. I usually and on a daily basis check some Facebook groups, like public groups, where students and PTE candidates can post their questions and get the answers from other PTE students or even trainers. I checked some of those posts and questions and I found too many of them worth being addressed in today's video. So let's get started. First question: how to score high marks in speaking? Well, when it comes to speaking, you need to satisfy the recognition engine in Pearson that your speech is clear and fluent. Once you speak clearly and fluently, you will get 90 out of 90 in speaking. You can't speak clearly and slowly at the same time. The computer won't be impressed. You'll get a low score. And at the same time, you can't speak too fast and inaccurately. You won't get the score. You have to tell the computer that you are a native-like speaker, because the native speaker can easily speak fluently and accurately. And when it comes to the priority level in the speaking section, I would say all the speaking tasks are important for the speaking score, probably apart than answer short question. Whether it was read aloud, describe image, retell lecture, and repeat sentence, all of them are important. So make sure when you speak clearly and accurately. In today's lesson, I don't have enough time to talk about how to speak clearly or accurately or fluently, but if you check my previous lessons, I did address those two aspects in detail. So please check them, and all the time make sure you are speaking clearly and fluently. Next. Any template for summarizing text? Well, I'm not sure which task are you referring to. If you are talking about summarized spoken text, yes, there is a template. There are too many templates in the market. Some of them are good, some of them are very poor. But I would say using a template is a good idea. It's not a bad idea, especially if you're using the genuine and legitimate template. At PTE Link, we do suggest you use a template that asks you or forces you to write a complex sentence, because writing one complex sentence in summarized spoken text will boost your listening and writing score. However, if you are referring here to summarized written text, big negative. Don't use any template for summarized written text. Your score will go all the way down. Summarized written text is an easy task. You can address it easily. Just don't use any template. And the common strategy in the market is you look at 2 or 3 sentences and you make them complex compound and you carry forward. Next. Please giving me suggestions how to improve reading section. Please, humble request, good feedback. Well, the reading section is driven by 9 tasks. Some of them from the speaking, some of them from the reading, writing, and listening. So I would say it is only the reading section that is influenced by 4 modules. From the speaking, you have read aloud that affect the reading section. From the reading tasks themselves definitely do drive the reading score. From the listening section, we have 2 tasks, highlight correct summary and highlight incorrect word. And from the writing section, we have summarize written text. Well, if you need to get a high reading score, I would say you must have a very good read aloud skills. You must perform well in fill in the blanks reading and writing. And when it comes to fill in the blanks reading and writing, we are looking at 3 skills: collocation, vocabulary, and grammar. You must perfect those so that you can nail the fill in the blanks reading and writing. And I would say if you want to gain some extra easy marks, make sure you are doing really well in summarized written text and highlight incorrect word. In this case, I promise you will get a very good reading score, 65 or even 79 if needed. Next. First attempt needs 65. Any tips in writing? Wow. So as you see, guys, this score I faced this score too many times. Like a lot of students have reached out to me with a score similar to this, where they're missing 1 mark in one of the modules. So mate, you were very unlucky. You got 64 in writing. All you need is 1 mark. If I were you, I would straight away book the test and give it in another 4 or 5 days, because you kind of were unlucky, yeah? How to avoid this in the next attempt? I would say if you want to gain this extra mark easily, focus on your spelling. Check your spelling properly. And when it comes to spelling, I do have a strategy to check spelling. Check the video I posted probably 7 or 8 months ago. But I will tell you something. When checking spelling, don't look from a distance at the screen. make sure you bring your head closer to the screen, because most of the mistakes you make could be typing mistakes, not spelling mistakes. Like you know how to spell, but you mistyped it because of the keyboard or whatever. So check your spelling, you could gain this extra mark. Make sure in the essay you are writing some relevant main ideas to the given topic. And probably if you can work more on fill in the blanks reading and writing, just to boost the reading and boost the writing score. Next, Assalamu alaikum everyone. I want to do PTE and my target score is 7 overall. Anyone who can help me to tell how to start preparation? Is there any website for practice and guide me right away? Help me. Definitely. There are too many free websites and YouTube channels that will help you. Even my channel itself could help you with this regard. I would say if you are approaching PTE, the first 2 modules to work on are speaking and reading. Speaking, the entire speaking module, reading, fill in the blanks, reading and writing. If you go to YouTube, you check, there are too many channels. Some of them are really legitimate and genuine. Some of them are, I will leave it for you to find the answer. Regarding the websites, yes, I'm not gonna mention any website and just do free marketing for any websites, but yes, there are too many websites, and some of them could give you free practice material, and they do have very good material as long as you are using the website for free. So I wouldn't say PTE is a rocket science anymore, at least for the basics. Can anyone provide me templates for summarize spoken text, retell lecture, describe image, and essay? Alright, summarize spoken text, I did talk about it in the previous question. Yes, you can use a template. There are too many templates, but make sure you are using a legitimate template and make sure you are writing one complex sentence. Regarding retell lecture, look, I would say you can use, if you want to make your life easy, why don't you memorize one template for retell lecture and summarize spoken text? And for describe image, yes, there are too many templates and too many of them are working, but just make sure in describe image you are fluent all the time. If you compare the fluency to the content in describe image, I would say oral fluency is kind of more important than content, because even if you come up with the least content in describe image, as long as you are fluent, you will get a very good score. The last one, essay. This is a very, very big problem nowadays, because in the market 90% of the essay templates don't ask you to write relevant ideas. They're just very lazy to teach you. They give you a template with 5 or 6 gaps and they ask you to fill up the topic over and over. Don't do that. You need a proper essay template with good main ideas. Obviously today I'm not going to show the template, I'm doing business, but when it comes to the essay, ask yourself, is the template asking me to write legitimate main ideas? If not, you will be missing big time your writing score. Oh my gosh, this question I was waiting for it. Hey, is there anyone can confirm that read aloud one-line strategy actually work or not? Guys, imagine in Australia, some trainers, like it started from one coaching center and then it mushroomed. Too many coaching centers are teaching it. Like they ask you from the read aloud, only pick up one line, 10 to 12 words and read it and you'll get the score. No, you won't get it, especially the reading section. If you are looking for 65, some students could tell me, oh mate, I did use this strategy and I got 66 in reading. Yeah, you got 66 in reading, but can you tell me where the other 24 marks? You were lucky to get 66 because you probably did really well in fill in the blanks, reading and writing, reading, summarize written text, highlight incorrect word, reorder paragraph. If you are looking for 79 plus, it's very unlikely you can get 79 plus in reading. And unfortunately, too many students who are very professional at their jobs and they speak perfect English. Like they joined me, they told me, oh Ali, we do use this strategy because this is what we learned. Don't read only one line, you have to read the full text. If you don't know how, learn, practice, fix it. Let it take 1, 2, or 3 months, better than taking 1 or 2 years thinking that this strategy works. This doesn't work at all. Oh, this is another problem. Has anyone used extra words strategy in write from dictation, and if it is effective? Like sentence is children are sitting in classrooms, you are unsure between classrooms, so you write it as children are sitting in classrooms. Don't do that. As per Pearson, adding extra words is a content error. don't do it. And let me go one step further. You know, guys, some trainers, like this is something I just came to know probably last week, ask their students to write the sentence and write from dictation, and at the end they ask them to add 6 words: it, on, the, and, for, at, something like this. And they say just add them on the safe side. Probably you miss some of them, so let the computer choose. Don't do it, guys. You will miss the score big time, whether it was listening or writing. So this one doesn't work at all. Learn how to perfect write from dictation and write the sentence to the best of your knowledge. But don't do this purposely. The computer will pick it up. The AI machine is learning and evolving day after day. Any tips for getting good scores in speaking? Obviously, speaking is the most problematic topic for most students. So I would say whatever I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you are speaking clearly and fluently, and you should be okay. One-line strategy in real PTE exam apply. Again, that's the read aloud. When they ask you to only read one sentence, don't do it, guys. You will miss big time. My essay writing is very weak. I have no sense to write. What should I do? Okay, that's everyone's problem, or I would say too many students do struggle with this aspect, like they can't write legitimate and relevant main ideas. I actually as well talked about this in a video last week. I would love all of you to check it. I was discussing how to write an essay main idea in a very easy way. Think about it in your back mind and start writing on the paper, and then type it onto the computer, and make sure you are starting with the subject followed by the verb. Check the video, it is very helpful and handy. That's a good question. I need advice from experienced people, IELTS or PTE. Which one is easy to get good result? Let's make it very clear and be honest. I would say PTE is more achievable than IELTS. I'm not saying which one is easier, but in PTE, if you study for 3 or 4 months, it's most likely you're going to get the desired score. In IELTS, because of the marking criteria, because humans are involved in the marking and the scoring, because of this, some difficult reading tasks, some difficult speaking tasks, and most importantly, the writing section is kind of, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's very difficult to get 8 each in writing. Okay, so I would say, yeah, PTE is more achievable if you are looking for 50, 65, or even 79. So yeah, PTE, I will go with PTE. Here I had to cover some names because they are talking about some softwares and websites in the market. Which template should I use in the main exam of retail lectures and describe images? Template X or Y? And I will not name the providers or the websites. And they're saying if I use X or Y templates on Y, my score got reduced. If this will be harmful if I use one of these templates in the main exam, suggest me, please. So this student is taking coaching from that coaching center, let's say coaching center A. Coaching center A gave this student a template for retail lecture. When that student applies it on the software of this coaching center A, this student is getting high score in speaking and listening because of this template. But when applying and using this template on software B, he's getting a very low score, and vice versa. So what does this mean? A or B, none of them is accurate or legitimate. So the scoring by any software in the market is 0% accuracy. 0% accuracy. The popular names you are thinking about while I'm talking now, they are not accurate at all. So I would say don't worry about any feedback given by any software. Just do the right things and you should be okay. Aiming for 79 each. Any suggestions will be great. Note, write from dictation were 90% correct. That's a very good one. So imagine, guys, this student has got 90% of his or her write from dictation right, and still the writing section very low. Why? Check your essay. If you are writing irrelevant main ideas, the score will go all the way down. A score like this 69, 70 and 65, and here 86, which is good, I would say you will need 6 to 8 weeks of preparation. You're gonna work on essay, fill in the blanks, reading and writing, and the content in your repeat sentence, retell lecture, and summarize spoken text, and you should be all good, assuming that you got 90% in right from dictation. But don't think to give the test in less than 6 weeks. Here again, can we add extra word in PTE right from the dictation? As I mentioned earlier, don't do that. And interestingly, one of the students here said, yes, you can add up to 3 words. I don't know why, but I wouldn't recommend you doing this at all. Can anyone please guide me how should I take preparation in 20 days? Target minimum 73 in each section. I've previously taken a test without any proper preparation and scored 51 in listening, 46 in reading, 33 in speaking, and 61 in writing. I would say 20 days are not enough at all. You will need minimum 2 months. Yes, 2 months of continuous, consistent, and legitimate preparation. And the first thing you have to work on is speaking, because you have to boost your speaking by at least 40 marks. From 33 to 73 is not an easy mission, but it's not an impossible mission at the same time. So you need 8 weeks of preparation. Yes, you can prepare on your own, but if you join a legitimate coaching center and a good coaching center, I would say your journey could be more guaranteed. Alright guys, this is what I wanted to share with you for today. I hope you liked this video, and I promise to come up with videos like this every couple of weeks. Thank you. Bye.